Good day, everybody. I hope you're having a great Thursday. Great way to stumble into a start there. Bree, hello. Burnt, hello. It's good to see you in chat. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream today or not. I've got some stuff that I need to take care of for an upcoming Adobe Live event. But I figured, hey, I might as well stream. It's been a while for me, and time to get back into it because, well, heck, I enjoy this. So let's take care of some introductions really quick. Hello, everybody. My name is Sean Kozel. I'm a photographer. I'm based in Germany. In fact, I'm based quite close to where Bernd is, who is in Wiesbaden. But if you click on my icon that's all the way at the top up there, if you're watching this on Behance, it'll take you to my homepage, which looks like this. If you are watching this on Twitch or YouTube, you can click on the link that you'll see for my link tree, and it will look something like this. The important thing probably, well, a lot of important things, but if you scroll down to the bottom, we will be talking about my Discord. So you can join the Discord from there. Let's jump back onto Behance. Also, if you want to check out any of my 200 plus streams, Michelle, hi. You can always click on my past streams right there. Suji, hello, and Gafar, hello. I hope I pronounce your names correctly. I apologize if I don't. I'm really bad at it. I'm the first one to admit it, so please cut me some slack, but thank you for jumping in. It's wonderful to see new people as well as the regulars like Mr. Booth. Steven, good day. It is... I tell you, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back. You got me smiling now. So this is good. Also, if you like what I do, feel free to subscribe. I do have a subscription area. Also, this is relatively new, and I don't know how many people have noticed this, but there's a brand new Adobe stock tag, which if you don't want to scroll down all the way to the Adobe stock portfolio, you can actually click on people's, if they have Adobe stock, you can click on it right there and it will pop open whatever it is they're selling on Adobe stock, and you can actually purchase them from that location. Let's see if this works. There we go. I really screwed this up, but for the first ever time lapse that I've ever done of a blooming flower, I'm pretty happy with it. I made some mistakes, but you know, you kind of do when you're first starting out. But this is 11 hours. I don't even remember how many photos, but it's 11 hours of this lily blooming. So back over onto my Behance. You can scroll down, you will see all of the regular links that you're going to have on my link tree. And again, talking about join my Discord. And in reality, I know I pound this a lot and I talk about joining the Discord. The Discord is for all of us. It's for the community. So talking about that, let's jump into it because we actually have we've got some stuff to look at, some community artwork before we get into my work. So first off, because there's new people in chat, if you join my Discord and you're new here, actually, one second, everybody. I was not fully prepared here. So, I guess it's, oops. Stuart, good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Let's see here. So if you are new to my Discord, first off, if I have any announcements from Adobe Express that I come across, I will be putting them into the announcements. Also, if you're new to Adobe and you're looking for different packages under the Adobe links, Kozel Photography is an Adobe affiliate, and so I've got links to pretty much everything that Adobe offers. This is my live streams where I'll be announcing when I go live, and maybe once a month or so, I will go through and I will edit your photos. So I actually have a link here for you to upload unedited photos, and I'll edit them live, show you how I would edit. We have our regular stream chat. Now we're getting into your work. So community artwork, let's jump into that. And we've got a couple pieces here, and I don't know if I showed this already. It's been over a week since I streamed, and I don't remember what I streamed about. So, Franck, in a daily creative challenge, or a Photoshop creative challenge, I believe they're called now, it was kind of a bobblehead challenge. And so Franck, this is Franck's submission, which did a wonderful job, not just going with the enlarged head and expressive eyes, but also the hands and feet. So that is a lot of fun. We've got a little bit of a animated version. Again, Franck is nailing it. And then the work in progress. So good. So Franck, thank you for sharing that. Evie, my friend takes incredible photographs, so I asked if I could illustrate a teeny weeny in them. This is a scarlet elf cup mushroom. Photographer is David White of the Whitlings. And I know I probably said that wrong. I have many people from the UK in chat, and they will correct me. Whitlings. Nothing? I'm actually waiting. Oliver, good day. This is a lot of fun, Evie. Oliver says, how was your trip? Thank you, Oliver, for asking. It was wonderful. We'll be getting into some of the Malta photos in a little bit. But this is a lot of fun. I like where Evie was going with this quite a bit. I dig the glows, the highlights that she added. Very nice. This is just fun. The only thing, and I am not an illustrator, and I repeat, I am not an illustrator, but the only thing I feel it needs is a contact shadow. A little bit more of a contact shadow. But yeah, I'm loving this. This is a great idea. So yeah, great job, Evie. Gafar says great. Bree says cool pics. Yeah, that's just fun. We've got Mafu. Drew a rose for a little warm-up. It was way harder to draw than I imagined, but I think it paid off. Now, for most of you here probably know Mafu does a lot of anime. So the idea of Mafu stretching out and getting into something else, sketching it out, good for you, Mafu. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep the work coming. This definitely has potential. So great work, Mafu. Okay, let's jump over into our project feedbacks now. And we've got Michelle. I have a new project on Behance. So let's go ahead. Let me copy that. If you would like to follow along, I put the link into chat. Michelle says, very cool drawing, Mafu. Yes. Okay. That is a great font. Sandrine, hello. I tell you, I had fun, Sandrine. For those of you that do not know, let me come back really quick. Let's jump over into my live streams. Sandrine and I did a mock-ups. Sandrine did the mock-ups. I was hosting. But Sandrine and I did a live stream. So this is one you have missed. Make sure to jump over onto my Behance project. Go to my live streams. And last week on Valentine's Day, February 14th, Sandrine and I, mock-ups with Sandrine, did a stream. So make sure to watch that replay. It was a lot of fun. Michelle says, I watched the replay. It was a very fun stream. It was. And Sandrine said we had great fun. I think we did. That was great. Okay, Michelle, sorry. We're getting back to you now. I know. Everybody reel it in. It's about Michelle now. I'm joking. Michelle, I'm loving this font that you've got going on. Let's see. Stinger Variable. Is that an Adobe font, Michelle? I am wondering. No, probably not, because it's a variable. Yeah, I'm digging. Oh, Michelle says yes. I'm going to have to look into that. Well, you know what? We're here. We're here. Let's do it. Stinger. I want to see this. Adobe Fonts has variable fonts now, Michelle has. Well. Stinger variable. Oh ho ho. That is nice. Oh, so good. Oliver says to go back. Okay. Pull the handles. Ooh. Okay. So you can pull the handles as well as use the sliders. This is okay. I got to be honest. This is the first time I have played with variable fonts on fonts.adobe.com. Arakia, great to see you. Arakia, hello Sean and everybody in chat. Miss you guys, and especially Sean streams. Been busy with work and home. Well, welcome in, Arakia. Some of the others have different handles. It's quite cool. Okay. You know what? Let me go ahead. Throw this into chat if you're interested in that font. And let's go back. Oliver said to go back and click on variable fonts. Oh, boom. How have I missed? I go on vacation for a week and freaking everything gets added. I bet this was this was on probably the font show last week. Great name, obviously variable. Didn't they consult you on this, Sean? No, they never do, Michelle. They never do. This was added before your vacation. Oh, rub it in. Ooh, this is funky. Oh, Jet Lab. I'm liking that. Ooh. Okay, so this one just has the weight. Wow. That is nice. Ooh, so they've added a lot of variable fonts, 13 pages. I'll find the font show stream where they were talking about it. Thank you, Oliver. I was actually going to do that, considering it was probably Friday? Lee, hello? And that's not funny, Lee. Okay? I'm telling you. You don't need to rub it in. Hair, y'all. Rub it in, Lee. Just rub it in. Sometimes you add them in Photoshop and you spend 10 minutes playing with the sliders in the menu. That's cool. That's cool. I wanted to check this one out. Before we move back to Michelle, I'm sorry. Oh, wait. So we've got a width and a slant. Ooh. Bruce, thank you. It's great to see you. That is cool. Okay. I'm having too much fun. I'll sit here and play with fonts all day, and I'm not even looking for a font. Variable fonts in font.adobe.com. All right, one quick second, everybody. Today we are playing with interactive sliders and fonts. Stuart, you know me too well.
Go to motionray.com to add this to your video, and that, and that.
No ads. No ads, YouTube. All right. Oliver, thank you for finding that. But that's how it starts. And it's all downhill from there, Bruce. It's all downhill. What day was this? 3 weeks ago. Okay. You know what? I need to complain a little bit. We're not going to watch a stream on a stream while I stream. I miss the old schedule. Being in Europe, they've changed the font show, which I actually enjoyed quite a bit with Ari and Ben, and live streaming replays. With Ari and Ben, they do an absolutely wonderful job, and it's a fun stream. And I miss it. I miss being live in chat. So the schedule has got me. Okay, bring it back in. Michelle, it's back to you. Okay, back to Michelle. We are looking at Michelle. If you're new here, scroll up in chat and you'll see a link to Michelle's project. Magazine layout design. Oh my god, cacti and succulents. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Michelle says, yeah, they changed the schedule. I've been missing a lot of streams. I have too. And the downfall for that is it's difficult to jump in and catch all the replays. It's especially when I'm streaming. IO just delivered a print. I think that's supposed to be. I just delivered a 32 pager magazine that gets printed 350,000 times. Dang. Nice. InDesign baseline grid automatic letting spender. Okay. This is interesting. Not to be confused with cactus. Nearly all cacti are succulents, but not all succulents are cacti. Now, I'm gonna need to read this. General, hello. I actually, okay, jumping over into Lightroom. Oh God, I hope I have photos. Because this is interesting to me. Where were we? In Malta. By the way, everybody, I was in Malta. It is its own country. I've been asked that several times. And it is down between Italy and Northern Africa. And they have these cactus, and I don't know if it's cactus. I don't know. And I'm going fast. We'll be going through these soon enough. But oh, don't tell me I didn't take any photos of the cactus. I'm gonna kick myself if I didn't. They were huge. I have never seen them this big, and it happened to be one of those things that as we were driving around, because Malta used to be a British colony. I have failed you. Because it used to be a British colony, you are driving on the left side of the road. So it was while I was driving going through, seeing these huge monster, I don't know if they're succulents or cacti. I don't know now. All right. What did I see? Malta is beautiful. Gozo. Yes, I spent the majority of the time on the island Gozo. All right, so we are back to Michelle. Michelle, I'm sorry for all the tangents. Yes, that is the capital. And I spent the first night there, and then jumped in the car, jumped on the ferry, and spent the rest of the time in Gozo. So that's a great layout. Ooh, that is nice. That is so nice. You know, this is one of the things, I got to tell you, Michelle, you did a wonderful job on this, and I've used InDesign one time, but doing a full page layout like this, in my mind, I'm thinking two separate pages, and this is kind of, I guess, as a beginner like myself, I would be breaking up the photo as one side and the text on the other, and the way that you brought the photo over onto the other side, it's so nice. Steven says, my dad used to go to Malta. He said a lot of the roads had bollards at the end to keep vehicles out. There were lots of delivery vans that fit in the gaps between the bollards. What did the mystery plants look like? Well, okay. They looked like this. They even had the fruit on them. They were huge, but they had no needles, no spines. And they were huge. So, you're welcome, Michelle. Thank you for sharing. This is much different than what I normally get to show. Lee says the fruit tastes good. I wanted to try a fried cacti, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Stuart says a DPS double page spread, bringing the image across the other side leads the eye to the text. No needles, a succulent probably, Michelle says. Okay. Prickly stuff. I've heard I can be prickly at times. I'm a cacti. That is great. That's a great spread. We've got mock-ups. I love me some mock-ups. Great choices. Great down here at the bottom. Those are some great choices. Way to lay this out. You've got the text. Gareth, hello. Stuart saying, oh, I was hoping you made mock-ups. Love me some mock-ups. Oh, there we go. I was hoping you were going to use this one. You did. There are prickly pear cacti in Malta, which is what the one in the picture was, though they have prickles. Nopalus tastes delish. Cacti Nopalus. Oh. I am loving this tangent, everybody. I love it. Is there an article in this magazine about the ridiculous relationship between cats and cacti? There should be, Sandrine, if there's not. Oh. That is awesome. We've got InDesign, Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Stock, Adobe Fonts. Way to lay everything out. Great project. Make sure to appreciate it. I think that's how you spell Band-Aid. That's great. Great work. And I don't know, I love the way you did your spreads. You've got your fonts. Oh, that's what's missing. Michelle, that's what's missing. We need your color palette. We need a color palette under your fonts. That's what's missing. I mean, I love the fonts, or excuse me, I love the color palettes that you chose. But yeah. Oliver says, prickly pear pads could be spineless apparently, so that's probably what it was. I hope. I don't know. The colors are variable with the articles depending upon the photo colors. Is that normal? Like, this is an honest question to anybody in chat, and I know there's people including Lee and Stuart. Biola's not here, but other people who have designed, a lot of layouts like this. Is it normal to have a color palette per article, or is there an overall color palette that you go for a magazine? I actually do not know. So either I would love to hear people's opinions or what they know. Lee says it depends on the size. All right. Check any magazine like Tatler, Vogue, Good Housekeeping. Lee says, I had 3 colors and a 32 pager I just sent out. Araki says, no, I don't think so. I've never done one. It's pretty much per article, Sandrine says. I can see that in the... Well, let's jump into here. Like, I can completely see that you would want to use this yellow from maybe up here. You would have the core brand guidelines for the magazine, but when it comes to magazine spreads, you do eyedrop from the image to get the feels. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Like, using this yellow from maybe up here is perfect. Oh, zoomed in. But you wouldn't use this teal, maybe, on it. So, yeah. I mean, I can see you pulled it from up here. Yeah, I'm with that. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. You educated me today. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, scratch. Let me back up a little bit. Michelle, great work. Scratch everything I said about a color palette. But trying to stay within a range that complements the overall magazine style. Yeah, I get that. You wouldn't come in here and go with a neon, like grabbing a neon pink from here. Everything that you've got in most of these kind of fall into the same range, into your... Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. Lee says, mine was purely garden furniture with prices, icons, product description, and images. The 6x6 column grid and baseline grid really helped. Okay. That's cool. Michelle, I want to thank you for sharing that. That's actually a lot of fun to look at. A lot of fun to look at. Something different. And I'm not... That came out wrong. Yeah, not a lot of people are sharing that. You're using... Okay. Bruce says, love the subject, Michelle. The layout came out great. I agree. All right. Anybody new here? Also, we have, if you're part of my Discord, we have your shop links. So let's jump over here. And Flurry has got a new shop link. Let's see. Oliver says, nature magazines tend to have a theme for each edition, like winter, summer, etc. So the colors through the articles reflect the mood of that theme. Okay. I'm down with that. Hi everyone, here's the link to my Redbubble shop, aiming to add more designs in there soon. So, if anybody is new to Redbubble, when you first get into it, what you're going to be at is here under Shop Products. And you can check out the product line here. But also, one of the fun thing to do is to jump over to Explore Designs. Michelle says, need to check out Redbubble. It's easy. I was surprised how easy it was. Oh, I'm loving this watermelon. So this is what is really cool about Redbubble. So you can make a pattern, you can set up your design, and then you get to choose what products that you would like to put it on. So that's why one of the things I like to do is to jump and check out the designs, because I kind of have a good idea as into what products they're going to be used on. But it's kind of fun to check out. I'm missing a ton of chat. Ooh, I don't know Etsy, Michelle. Somebody else could probably help you out. Lady Jane. Does Sandrine have an Etsy also? Okay. Stuart says it's a good idea to take a magazine and try and strip the design back to see the assets used to build the design. So headers, titles, colors, etc. all helps fine-tune your skills. Tony has talked about that. Tony Harmer has talked about that quite a bit. Taking any magazine at all with like taking any magazine at all, take a nice, you've got a nice ruler and go through and break it down. And that way you can take measurements, you can get an idea of what people are doing. Stuart says reverse engineer how they created it. Yeah. But get yourself a good ruler, a good metal ruler, and go to town on it. I guess it could be wood. It doesn't have to be metal. Just don't use like a clothing tape measure. Ugh. Michelle says, I have Etsy, but it's very expensive to sell. Oh, okay. Oliver says, Etsy, you have to make your own products. Redbubbles makes them for you. How does one change that backsplash on the profile page? I don't even know what mine is. Do I have Redbubble in here? Oh, right at the top. The Kozel merch shop. Let's see here. Lydia, hello. Alessandra, hello. I'm missing a bunch of chat. Now I'm trying to remember how I did it. Well, first off, I need to sign in. Let me log in. I think oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've done this. Manage portfolio. No, that's not it. Well, I'm gonna have to dive into that. It's someplace, Bruce, because if I figured it out, anybody else can. All right. What did I miss in chat? Katarina, hello. Bruce was Sandrine. Bruce was asking how to change your banner, and I know there's a quick way to do it because I did it, so it can't be that hard. It's just I don't remember exactly where it is. So okay, everyone's helping out, answering questions. I love this community. All right. So this is cool. Kathleen did a great job. Great job. So make sure to check out, and Sandrine has brought this up in the past. If you go in to the shop links, now on my shop links, I do not allow anything at all except for links. That's it. Kath has really been pushing her work. Awesome stuff. Yeah. Yes. One thing to remember, clicks matter. So if you want to see what other people in the community are doing, jump over here to your shop links and scroll through some of these. There's Jeff, there's me, there's Kirsty. We've got Caroline, Evie's shop, and Lisa's shop. So check them out. Clicks matter. I hate the term algorithm. I hate the fact that we have to deal with algorithms. But we do. We do. Okay. What else have we got? Creative Circus. Okay, before we get going again, I'm going to, up above my head here, we've got the Creative Circus links. If anybody is new here, you can click on the Creative Circus link, scroll to the top, and you'll be able to get the information needed and the hashtag to be used for the Creative Circus. We've got a handful of people that have submitted their work, as well as Gareth. Gareth has only been posting to Instagram, and he is waiting. And Gareth is killing it right now. So actually, I completely didn't think about this. But 1 second, don't go anywhere. I got merch. Okay, so anybody new here may not be aware of this, but I'm going to be selecting and also doing a random choice. Hi, Jack. I'm going to be giving away a couple prizes, and I don't know how I'm going to break them down yet, but the first prize is an Aqua Thump Bluetooth waterproof speaker. That's got a design on it. So we've got a Bluetooth speaker. Going to be giving that away. We've got I don't even know how to pronounce this properly. A Cotopaxi banana bag, hip bag, fanny pack. Very cool. Gear for good. So that will be given away. And then I've got 3 enamel pins that will be broken up somehow. A llama bag. Michelle says, cool, I love Cotopaxi. I wish I knew it more. Let's do this. I'm not going to pull them out of the bag, but we've got 1 pin, an all-seeing cube. We've got that one. We've got a lightning bolt one, and oh, this is a tough one, an Express It pin. So I think what I'm going to do is somehow break these up into 2 separate prizes. And Jack says, I just looked them up, never heard of them, but I love their colors. Yeah, unfortunately the top is keying out, so that's green. But it's very, very bright, very cool. I dig it. I dig it. So I'm liking that. And also, just so you know, they are Adobe Express branded. I get to get my Adobe Express merch and give it away to you. Okay, it's invisible on camera. Yes, that's why I don't wear green shirts. I love the color green. I guess you could carry a small pint and shoot, or it's, you know, Sandrine, it's got 2 zippers. I mean, it's okay. This is the only way that I actually know. Michelle says, I just bought a Cotopaxi jacket for hiking. Cotopaxi, if you ever see this, you can sponsor my stream. But I don't know. I mean, it's, my head can almost fit in it, so it's a pretty decent size. That's the only way I know how to show any type of relativeness. Okay. Not pint, point. Oh. Okay. A point and shoot camera Sandrine's talking about. I thought you expected us to give away a pint and a year of pints and a CC. I am not giving away a pint or a year of CC. But that's the merch that we've got to give away. So if you want to take part, make sure to post your work here to my Discord, or if you post to Instagram, use the hashtag Creative Circus with the K's. That way they can actually be found. So I had one similar for a Canon corporate gift, and I used to hike with it. It was perfect for my camera. A pint would fit in that. A couple pints would. I do not have a deadline yet. I've got a lot going on right now, but I will be figuring it out. Oh, Bruce says, just noticing Stripe on Behance for freelance payments. Anybody familiar with it or trying it out? Bruce, yes. So to begin with, Stripe, let's jump over here. I have been part of Stripe since the subscriptions have started. Because I've already signed up, I'm already done, everything is good. Every month, payments go into whatever account that I say to go into. It works great. So I've got no complaints whatsoever. I think it's like PayPal. I've never tried to pay for it, pay for anything using Stripe. I've just been paid. So hopefully that answers your question, Bruce. Adobe uses it quite a bit. Okay. I think that's all we've got, all the announcements. Well, okay. Before we jump into Lightroom Classic, I am working on a promo right now for the upcoming Adobe Live, and today, Frank, hello. Today, actually, I wasn't going to stream because I need to do some recording for the promo. I need to do some recording, like off of OBS right there. So I've got the script done. I've done the screen recordings. I just need to do the recordings and then take it into Premiere Pro. So I was actually thinking about trying to knock it out today and then working on the promo in Premiere Pro. But I think I have to get it done this weekend. So unfortunately, you're going to have to wait to see the promo and when it goes live. So that's, I guess, the other announcement. I will be live on Adobe Live on March 8th at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for an hour and a half. And on March 10th, I will be on Facebook on the Photoshop and Lightroom channel. Okay. Yes, yeah, Bruce, they do take it. Frank says promo for what? Adobe Live. I will be on Adobe Live on March 8th. So I have to put together a video. Just a quick 1-minute video. Okay. Let's get into this. First off, traveling, the way that I travel with my wife is kind of the normal way that everybody travels, probably. Humming Blob Live, possibly, Frank. It's going to be a Photoshop, photography based, so no illustrating here. But we'll be creating some stuff. Now, when you get into a new town, we're driving in, you're oh my God. Like for me, when I go into places, I'm running around. I'm like, oh, look at this. Oh, and I want to take a picture of this and take a picture of this. So I've got my backpack with all my camera gear. I've got my little wheelie bag, and I'm trying to get my camera out and taking pictures at the same time while we're walking to the hotel. And we just got done flying. We had a 2-hour delay at Frankfurt Airport, so we got a late start. We were supposed to be into town probably about 1:30. We didn't get there till 4. So this is my tip. Anytime that you take your camera out, stop, take 10 seconds and look at the settings. Check, do a quick once over. I jumped out, I had my lenses, I had my camera all set up for manual focus. For a project that I was working on before, I had all the settings messed up. And I was not aware of that. So I got going, and luckily, somewhat in focus, somewhat. Okay, I'm missing big chat here. Okay, that's funny, Sandrine. So Sandrine, this is long. It took me a while to read it. Sandrine says, I just need to share a sort of meme, just the text, that someone I know's wife has been posting on Facebook. For context, the guy's a photographer. You see the wife walking behind her husband with all the gear and then the bubble coming out of her mouth. God give me patience, because if you gave me strength, I'll smash his head off. Yeah, Frank, you know what? The problem that was occurring here is normally I shoot everything in manual. That's probably 90% of the time I'm shooting in manual. So the idea of me going through getting the exposure. Now, my eyes, and this is an issue that I have. Okay, I need to grab my camera. This is important. Hold on. I did not expect this. Sandrine, just so you know, my wife does not carry my gear. She's offered. I've told her before no, because if anything was to actually happen, that and something broke, I don't want that wrath to come down on her. It's my own fault. Okay. So, very important. With cameras, almost all cameras, and you want to check this out. Now, I wear glasses. Not when I stream, because I don't need them when I'm up close. So normally I'm wearing glasses. On my Nikon, and most cameras have this, check it out. But on your viewfinder, you see this little dot with the arrow right here, right there. Okay? You can adjust your viewfinder for your eyesight. So on a Nikon, it pulls out, you look through the viewfinder, and then you can actually adjust the viewfinder to your glasses. A diopter adjustment. I probably said that wrong, Gareth, but I actually didn't know there was a term for it. So I've got it set up for my eyesight. So if anybody else grabs my camera, it's going to look blurry to them possibly, because we don't have the same eyesight. I don't have it just keep it at normal. So unfortunately, your times change over time. So while I'm shooting, I'm thinking, okay, this looks a little blurry, but the issue is I almost never look at the actual sharpness of the image. I do spot focusing. So I've got a small square in my viewfinder. I put that where I want it to focus on, and then I am checking the edges. So When the square turns green, I know it's ready to shoot. It's in focus or supposed to be in focus. I'm checking the 4 corners of my viewfinder to see if I need to change anything, if I need to get anything out of the way, how I need to adjust. So in my mind, the focus is one of the last things that I am looking at. So when I'm not paying attention and my lens and my camera is set on manual, and I'm trying to walk and shoot all at the same time, you can make mistakes. So long story short, or long story longer, take a couple minutes and just look at your settings. Learn from me. Okay, camera's done. Whoa, okay. I had a tape over. What? All right, I'm just seeing what I missed in chat. Oh, they used to be sliding add-ons in the old days. It's hard to focus. I have no idea how to adjust the focus point. Hold on, everybody. Nope. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to continue on. So anyway, the idea that some of these are going to be slightly out of focus, you can tell. Let me jump up here. I'm shooting at a 7.1. So the depth of field isn't wonderful. Like the trees look good right there, but the actual focus was supposed to be on the statue, and that's not sharp. That is not sharp. So it was kind of almost a back focus on that. And so as I was going through, it took a while before I actually stopped and looked. Once I jumped into some of the architecture and wanted to get the architectural shots, that's when I realized what was going on. My camera also has levels, built-in levels, so I can tell if my camera is tilted front and back or side to side. So, you know, a lot of the times I'm using that, and that's when I get in and start looking at different settings. All of these photos are absolutely raw. I just uploaded them, and to be honest, I've scanned through these in about like a half a minute. Let me know in chat where you are, where you're located, if they do carnival. I wondered if there was any old city. Well, Lee, the thing is, Malta was completely bombed out during World War II. Michelle, wow, yes. Okay, she deleted it. Okay. There's actually a lot of construction going on in Malta and Gozo, and so that was quite nice. Now, the point that I was getting back to, yeah, I'm digging these arches. This photo here, let's start working. Let's work on this. Oh, that's a dog. I thought that was a cat. I love old architecture too. Oh, Michelle, no problem. Yeah, let's just get going on this. I am not, to be honest, I'm not really worried. Let me check out the next one. actually like this one better. I don't like this foot right there. That is a cat. Yep, stray cats. That's a cat. I actually like this, having a little bit of life. But the entire reason I took this photo is the arches are wonderful and that cat sitting right there. Okay, let me give that a star rating. Let's just dive into this really fast. But the reason I brought up Carnival is because they had Carnival going on. And of course, here in Germany, it's called Fasching. And it is a big deal. And so here, or not here, but in Malta, they were doing, I don't mind the garbage bags, Frank. I'm having a tough time with it, but I don't mind it. Huge. Over every single day that we were there, they had different festivals occurring. Looking, what do I want? Let me see. Passes for luggage. We can go here. Okay, I think, let's see how this looks. I'm gonna give this a go. There we go. That's what I wanted right there. So if you have any questions about what I'm doing in Lightroom Classic, please ask. I'm in the transform right now, and I was using the guided. So I prefer to go in and tell what it is I want to be straight rather than using the auto or even the sliders. I'm trying to make sure that we've got straight lines near the edges. Things that are straight are supposed to be straight. So let's jump into basic. We're going to try auto just for fun, and that's horrible. So let's go Command Z. What I want to do, I think I want to get this a little bit gritty. So we take up our highlights. We're going to do this a little bit different. We're going to take up our highlights. We're going to take down our shadows. Our contrast, I may add that into yeah, Arakia, yes. Arakia is asking, is this transform found in Photoshop? It's in Camera Raw, in Adobe Camera Raw. So just for Arakia, let's do this really quick. We're going to grab the other photo. I'm going to go Command E. Now I'm going from Lightroom Classic to Photoshop. So it's not going to open up, even though this is a raw file, it's not going to open up automatically in Camera Raw. So you're going to want to take it into Camera Raw to do this. But it's going to take a second because I'm streaming. But that is actually a really important question. So you can see, we don't need my libraries right now. We're going to unlock this. We're going to turn this into a smart object using my shortcut key, and we're going to go to Filter, and we're going to scroll down to Camera Raw. Camera Raw, Lightroom Classic are pretty much all the same. Let's make this the correct size so you can actually see it. And we come into here. That looks good. Now we want to go into our geometry. The names are a little bit different, so you get a little bit different feeling for it. But right here, it looks a little different. Also, you've got the manual transform. So we can grab, open that. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. No. Right here. Michelle, have a great day. Here is the guided. It is the same icon. So clicking on the guided, we can come over here. We get our loop and we do the exact same thing. So there, line up the loop like that. Sandrine, I saw that you typed something. I will read it in a second. Oh, this is touchy. I am stunned that some people can do this with a stylus. And then where did we go? We went from here to this corner. Where'd you go? There you are. So there you go. We can turn that off, and looking at the before and after. That's the before, that's the after. So pretty much pretty much anything at all that I'm doing in Lightroom Classic, anything I'm doing in Lightroom Classic, you can do it in Camera Raw. So I know that there's people that don't have Lightroom Classic, but they have Photoshop. So the things that I'm doing and that I'm showing in Lightroom Classic can be done. This is one of the cool things that I like, that I think when it comes to Camera Raw and Lightroom Classic, you can use these functions for so many different things. Umacorn, hello. Okay. Sandrine says, I always found those transform handles a bit fidgety, or maybe I'm not sure, not that accurate. I always use the guides. I used to use the guides, Sandrine, and what occurred is more often than not, I wasn't happy with what I was getting. So that's kind of the problem. All right, now I am checking out the histogram. Lydia, have a great day. Thank you for stopping in. Looking at the histogram, we have a highlight right there. Or excuse me, it's letting me know that we are clipping someplace in the shadows, but it's barely, I can't even see it. But if I scroll all the way to back, you can see these red marks. That is telling me that it is clipping in the highlights. So first off, we're gonna bring, oh, that's what, there you go. That's our clipping the blue. So we're gonna bring this over just so we're not clipping our highlights. I took our highlights up, and I think I'm gonna be okay with that. In fact, I think I'm good with that. Let's see. Take a look at the cat. That looks good. All right. So let's add some texture. Ooh, you know what? This is, I'm going to go so wrong with this, but I got to show you. Because I love cobblestone. Love cobblestone. Okay. Let's just say it's been raining. For those of you that have been around in my streams know that I love to do this. So let's jump over. We are going to come over to our masks. We're going to grab a mask. Next off, you have your history panel open. No. I don't know what you mean, Bruce. Okay. We're going to go ahead. We're going to grab a brush. Next off, we are going to come down here to our contrast, and we're going to crank that up to 100. Next off, we're going to come down here to our clarity. We're going to crank that up to 100. Now, with my stylus, we're going to let it connect. cringe mode activated. Let's go ahead. We're going to make this a little bit bigger. And what I'm doing here, let me check. Let's see what we've got here for our flow. Up here at the top, just like in Photoshop, if you're familiar, you've got your size, your feather, your flow, and density. So I've got my flow and density up to 100. So everything I'm doing is just trying to add some big time highlights and to give it a little bit of feeling that it's been raining and give it that shine. Now, am I going to keep this? I don't know. You know what, Bruce? I do not use the history panel. I don't use the history panel in Photoshop. I don't use the history panel in Lightroom. I know there's some people that live by it. I'm not one of them. Like, they try to use the history panel, and it's just not my workflow. Oh, Bree, I thought you put a squirrel in chat. I was gonna say, you don't put squirrels in chat. I don't want to break the stream. Well, that's okay, Bruce. That's a good question. Let me know in chat, those of you that use the history panel. I mean, I see it used. I see how it's used. I see the benefits of it. It just has not really helped my workflow. Sandrine says, I use it if I have to make snapshots. I sometimes watch the History Channel. Oh, I miss the History Channel, Gareth. I really do. I have to open it. I don't have it open. All right, so let's go ahead. It looks like I missed something. Never more tempted to put a squirrel in chat. Don't do it. Don't do it, Steven. You know, I've been pretty darn freaking lucky. Knock on wood, my lack of crashes. So, all right. Checking out the cobblestone. This is what we're looking at down here, is the cobblestone. Here is just what it looks like normal. And if you want to give that extra little sheen, just to make it look like it's a little bit, it's wet, it's been rained, Oliver, you're going to get booted. Booted, I said. What you can always do is, okay, this is a little bit too much. So I can come over here to our custom preset amount slider, and I can actually bring it down a bit. So that might be a little bit too much. Before, after. I kind of dig it. Bruce says, I just have it open in case I need to go back. Not sure if that's using it or not using it. Do you click on it, Bruce? I use a history panel all the time, skipping back and forth through my edits to see if I like stuff I've done. I could see that. in search for the least relatable emojis. What? I don't even know what that is, Sandrine. Is that like a red turnip? Let's get out of this mask. I kind of like that. Yeah, I'm kind of digging that. Let's go ahead. We're going to go into our curves. Let's add a little bit more contrast here to what we've got going on. Let's even bring a chestnut, apparently. Could have been an acorn, but that's related to, you know, the S word. Oh, I know, Bruce. Yeah, even Maddie had a bad stream yesterday, crashed about 4 times, and she just changed providers. It was rough. Yeah. Yes, it was rough. I was there. I felt for her. Okay. I like... Oh, no, Maddie Bellward. Maddie... Bellward? Sandrine? Not UK Maddie. American/Netherland Maddie. I feel we need, I want to bring out some of this texture up here. So let's jump back into our masks. I'm going to hit create a new mask. And let's grab a linear gradient. I'm going to pull from the top. I'm going to hold shift and take it to maybe about right there. So we're just going to increase the exposure just a tiny bit. And let's go ahead, increase the shadows, decrease our blacks. We're going to increase our contrast a little bit there. And we need to add more texture onto that mask. Yeah. So I'm digging that. We've got, let's see the before. The only issue that I've got, we need to get back into our tonal curve. Our blacks, I don't like the blacks that we've got going on through here. So we're going to raise our blacks up a little bit. There we go. Just a tiny bit. I mean, you normally, when you look down here, you've got your output. All I'm doing, it's at 0 right now. I'm just bringing up our pure blacks up to around 3. I mean, that's just barely moving, but what it's doing is it's bringing up the pure blacks. So no acorn, but can we tempt you with some tortilla? Yes, you can. Okay. I like that. I like it. All right, one more before and after. This curve here, that is just so close to a tangent. I think I'm okay with that. Here's an astronaut, or here's an astronaut for you, a complimentary gift. Be careful what you say, Sandrine, because in German, gift means poison. All right, let's hit G. I like how the Behance app knows I'm logged in enough to show me that you're streaming, but when I go to the stream, it says I need to log into chat. Behance has been tough. Maybe it's a poison gift. Oliver. So, the first place we lived at when we first moved to Germany, our landlord had a garden, and he took us out and he was showing us and says, his English wasn't great. So this plant here, it's gift. And we're like, okay, yeah, so it was a gift. Big deal. And he kept saying gift. Then he turned around and he said, if you eat it, you must die. So we actually had to go through and like figure out, oh, gift is poison. It's a poisonous plant. Stay away from it. Got it. Okay. I am digging. I like the colors. Oh, Bruce, anything at all. He was awesome. He was awesome. Anything at all that was dangerous, he would like, if you ride your bike and you go this way, then you must die. Yeah. Eat my gift, I will kill you. I kind of dig that one. Okay, they're setting up for the carnival. I'm just scrolling through these really quick, seeing if there's anything that's jumping out at me. Instant trauma. There was some wonderful signage. Oh, like this one. I loved. Oh. I just heard a kid running outside and she crashed hard. Oh. I don't know if you guys can hear her crying. Ooh, that was a bad one. Take care. Go check on her, Sean. No, they might sue me. It's on my doorstep. Oh, you can't hear it. Okay. I can hear the parent outside. So that's good. I missed the focus on that. Merchants and agents. Okay. Moving on. One of the things, and you know what, to be perfectly honest, I don't know if we've had this discussion. I used to do a ton of studying into the cathedral crusades. Oh, Oliver says they won't sue you. You're not in the U.S. anymore. That is wrong. Here in Germany, if there is snow on your sidewalk, if there's anything wrong with your sidewalk, it is your fault. Okay, so one of the things I love doing is studying about the cathedral crusades. What the cathedral crusades were, and while I'm scrolling, I'll do a quick talk through, is way back when people used to go to Jerusalem and spend a year of their time fighting for the church or working for the church. And so people within Europe, or churches within Europe, were getting upset at the fact that people were going off and spending a year of their time and money in Jerusalem and not spending it here in Europe. So what they've decided to do is to go through and build the most beautiful, the biggest cathedrals in Europe. Notre Dame, Paris, was part of it. Ulm in Germany, the tallest. Oh, what is going on? I'm keying out wrong. That's still not good. Am I keyed out bad there? How come nobody told me? Got bad keying. There we go. I cannot pronounce your name. Well, I'm sorry I cannot pronounce your name, but it is asked, hey, can someone teach me how to make money here? Well, hey, if you ever find out, come back to my stream and let me know. Oh, Oliver says, I think we all want to know the answer to that one. That is true. That is true. So the Cathedral Crusades, as they were building which is the tallest church in the world, you've got the last church that was built during the Cathedral Crusades was Notre Dame, Strasbourg. We have the Knights of Malta in Singapore. Not sure if it's the same. Arakia, it is. It absolutely is. The Knights actually ruled. Oh gosh. I am going to kick myself right now. And I apologize, everybody. But, the Knights. Oh, I cannot remember his name. So in St. Paul's Cathedral, this huge, massive, gorgeous painting was done. The artist, and I cannot remember the name, I apologize. Even if I could name it, it would probably be wrong. But he was in trouble with the Knights. Within the church, the Knights, he was imprisoned and eventually escaped. And the Knights held his trial in the church in front of his painting and found him guilty of the crimes he was charged with and was to be beheaded if he was ever found. And he obviously was never found. But he did this painting here, which is absolutely gorgeous. It is the beheading of... Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank. Total drawing a blank. Oh my gosh. Anyway, he did that painting and also this painting. Absolutely stunning. Stunning. So yes, the Knights were a ruling factor in Malta for a long time. John the Baptist. Thank you, Stephen. Okay. All right, let's get back into here. Got more than I asked for. Thank you, Sean. Arakia. This is what is so amazing about traveling. Like, I was going through and kind of thinking about how many countries I've been to. And so I've gone through and actually figured it out. And I have been to 33 countries. And before I go to any country at all, I like to do the research. I like to figure out the history and figure out why some cultures are the way they are. And once you learn about the history and the progression, it is like little puzzle pieces that fall together, and you can understand so much about areas. So a lot of that knowledge really sticks into my head. Ooh, I like that photo. When are you coming to beautiful country of Singapore? Arakia? Well, okay. I would love to. Let me see if I can open this. I would love to go there. The furthest east I have been is Turkey. to the Asian continent. That's the furthest east. So, you know, I am trying to... Come on, I hope this opens. I screwed this up. Okay, it opened. Making sure I'm in the right thing. Okay, so through my travels over the last 10 years, any of these countries that are actually painted in, I have been to. Now, over here on the side, Monaco, not been there yet. Monaco, Vatican City, and Malta. Malta is right down here, and it is painted, but it's so small it's difficult to see. Vatican City, if you would like to know the history of how it became its own country, I could tell you, but yes, it is its own country. And Monaco is down here in France. So I've been to like 3 of the 4 smallest countries in the world. I have not been to Liechtenstein, which I think is right down here someplace. And is it North? Oh, Macedonia? I haven't been there. I think that's in Italy. So I'm going to be going to Iceland in a few months, but you can see every place that I've not been to. Okay, let me turn you off. No, it's okay. Andorra, yeah. Bronx says it's Andorra. Yep. I got to Iceland twice a week. Oh. I know what you mean, Gareth. The grocery store. So anyway, there are many countries that I do want to go to. I would love to go to like St. Petersburg. Wedged between Germany and France. No. Frank, you're thinking of Luxembourg. Luxembourg is right there. Liechtenstein is south of France, I believe. Is between Swiss and... You're gonna make me. I hope that education like this should be developed, sir, so that we can add insight. Mr. Adam, I hope you do add insight, because we are all from different parts of the world here in my stream, and so being able to actually make the world a little bit smaller, it's kind of cool. So, I've got a long ways to go, a lot of countries to visit before I get to Singapore, but I really hope I do get to Singapore sometime, Arakia. You know, there's a possibility, but it's so small they don't show it on your map. I know! Liechtenstein, Vatican City, Malta, I believe are the four smallest. So anyway, we're going to get out of Illustrator. Miriam's, hello? And let's jump back in. Let's go ahead and start on this. So the very first thing that I want to do, they call us the small red dot. That I didn't know. Okay. You guys, the sun coming over the building is awesome. Yeah, we were... Okay. There you go. Austria and Switzerland. Frank, you're Canadian. Don't lie to me. Frank says, I know my French geography. I'm the one living in Europe, Frank, not you. Oh, Doris, you even said Österreich. Austria. Okay, first thing we want to do, we want to jump into the crop. I'm going to grab our angle tool. We need to make sure that our ocean is straight. So let's go ahead. We're going to... Man Z. I know you're French. I know that. Frank, I'm just giving you grief. Because I can. Evie, hello. So that was very minimal, but that's okay. We're going to close that down. Evie, it's great to see you. We were taking a look at your work in the beginning. Just up an alert. May have to go soon as brain is hurting. Well, Evie, thank you for stopping in. I hope you feel good. I'm a French living in Canada. Best one. Frank, are you saying you're the best French person in Canada? I know you knew. All right, let's go ahead. Let's hit auto. I don't like that. Command Z. And what was occurring here, we had the sunset happening to the back. I was sitting on the, in a park, actually, over the water. Let's bring down our highlights a little bit. We are going to bring up our darks. I don't want to take up too much of our shadows. Like our whites. Bring that up just a little bit. As an overall, let's warm this up. Actually, no, let's not. Let's go Command Z. Let's take that back. Sean, Bruce is asking, Sean, are there any rules when it comes to taking architectural photography in general angles and such? Absolutely 100%. Bruce, oh my gosh. Tangent time, ladies and gentlemen. Wrong screen. We need to, because I do not have one, I will, let me Google this. Okay, Mr. Adam. I'm Indonesian, and here the scenery is quite interesting for photographers to take photos in this area. I think every place has interesting landscapes to take photos. Yes. Okay. So, first off, when you are taking architectural photography, because you get funky stuff occurring, let's get jumping back in. We're going to hit G for grid. We're going to get out of that. And this is a perfect example. You get this whole, like the building is falling back. You get the perspective. It's all messed up. And if you want to be an architectural photographer, this is not what you want to take a photo of. Absolutely 100% wrong. So if you know the rules, you can break them, but you have to know the rules to start. So what you are trying to do, and if I scroll back up to the top, you are trying to get a perspective. Now, what that means is when it comes to architectural, to make the building look like it's straight, the sensor, so the back of your camera, the sensor has to be horizontal, not perpendicular. It has to be why am I drawing a blank today? This is what I get for taking a week off. Vertical, yes, but it needs to be at the same angle as the building. Okay, so when I'm talking about having levels, parallel, Oliver, thank you. When I'm talking about having levels in my camera and I'm taking a photo, is my camera tilted this way? So it has to be parallel, the sensor has to be parallel to the building. Okay, that's going to eliminate any of those funky angles that you get. Now let's get back into here. These are very expensive lenses, but a tilt shift lens, I don't care. A tilt shift lens, what it does is it allows you to set your camera onto a tripod and make sure that it is completely level. So it's parallel with the building, but then the lens tilts up at the angle in which you can get the whole building. So because the building is parallel to your camera lens, when you take the photo, it will actually look straight. They're such weird beasts, but they work well. They are awesome. Tilt shift lenses are awesome. I've never owned one. I wish I have. I can't justify the money. But it is absolutely awesome. Now, of course, it gives you effects like the tilt shift effect that you have in Photoshop, or the miniature effect, toy effect, it's called, things of that nature. But if you are going to be an architect photographer, you want to be far enough back away with a wide enough angle lens that you can get the building. It can be parallel. You're not tilted up like this. It can be, your camera can be parallel to the building. And that's the main thing. Or spend $1,800 or 1,800 euro and go get a used tilt shift lens. I don't even know what a new one, 17,000. Oh, 3,000. It's Canon. Oh, there we go. That's what it looks like. Wow. Also useful for making things like models. Yeah. But again, the prices. I really hope that wasn't my mouse. No, it was my Wacom tablet. Hopefully that helps. Oh, it's a cinematic. Okay. But that's the main thing. And, there are times, let me think here. Let me go. Is it Milan? Let me think here. All right. I'm bringing something up here, and I want to make sure it is the correct thing. Wow, are you serious? Where? Okay. Let me see. So this is interesting. If you are new to Lightroom Classic and all of a sudden you get this exclamation point, it is Lightroom Classic telling you, I cannot find your photos. So when you click on it, this comes up and it tells you, okay, this is where it used to be. So what I need to do is cancel and grab the right hard drive. Wait for it. This is not a bad thing, but this is one of the reasons that I only edit like 3 photos in 2 hours. Okay. So, in Milan, this was pre-pandemic. I knew that I was going to be shooting at night and wanting to get the correct perspectives. Sidhant, thank you. So I was actually shooting with a 7mm fisheye and trying to get the church in for what I wanted. Now I know with the lenses that I had with me that I was not going to be able to get the correct perspective. Jennifer says, wow, my husband is now threatening to get me multiple hard drives. I have like 6, Jennifer, so yes, get them. Because you never know if one's going to break, and back them up. So making sure that you have the right lenses. So you are thinking, and this is for everybody, Bruce, including you because you asked the question, but when you're traveling and you're going out and about, this is what it looks like with the 7mm lens, with the fisheye. So I'm trying to get the entire perspective of the building, bringing everything in. But also, you know, I'm trying to eliminate any funky angles, anything of that nature. So you need to be far enough back. You need the right lenses. And figuring out what you need to do with the lenses that you have is very important. Very important. You know, even with the fisheye lens, this is at the Apple store in Milan. Like, just play with what you've got, play with the lenses. You know, this lens here, the 7mm, shoots 181 degrees. So if I was actually pointing it straight, you would see my feet. But okay. Hopefully that helps you, Bruce, and it makes sense. Let me know if it makes sense. But the most important thing, yes, Bruce, it is a bad thing. Okay, that's why, let's get back into here. Malta. Let's go into Malta. Let's grab. Okay, let's grab this one. Yes, Arakia, have a good day. Thank you very much, Sean, for taking the extra effort to explain. I really appreciate it very much. And to the community here, thank you and have a great day. Arakia, thank you for being here. So, distortion, if you're trying to do architectural photography, is not good. It's not good. So, like for this one here, we're going to hit D for default, or excuse me, D for develop. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the transform. Now, because I could not get it far enough back, I know for this photo, I'm not going to get what I want. But let's go to constrain crop right there. Going to turn that on. We're going to go ahead and let's go this column, and you can look at that angle. Like the angle of those guides that one. That one. And that's a huge change. Now we need to make sure that the front is, or actually the top is straight. So let's add another one, and boom. So we went with what I just did. I have changed the perspective of this building to make it flat. So we have the roof line is straight. We've got the columns are straight, and now that building has gone from being there to there. Well, Bruce, need to use constrained crop more. Yes, that's a good tip, but you have to, when you're getting ready to take a photo, you have to think about these things. Like where I was taking this photo, I couldn't get back any further. I was shooting with my travel lens, which is a stock lens. It's a 18 to 105. And so I'm all the way open. So before you take the photo, you have to think, okay, this is going to be wrong. I know this photo is going to be wrong. Can I fix it in Lightroom or Photoshop? How would I fix it? How much more room can I give it? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself when you're taking the photo. And you want to be sure that these are questions that you're asking and that you have an answer for them also. So, okay. Oksana, hello. Thank you so much. I have never seen my name spelled that way, but I really dig it. I guess I translated it to make sure it was clean. And I guess it says, "Hi Sean, interesting effect." So hello, welcome in. Thank you for stopping in and thank you for chatting. And if there's anybody else new in chat that's hanging out, go ahead, say hello. We don't bite. Well, usually. Nabil, hello. So hopefully that makes sense, Bruce. You know, like this is one of the things, this country is, it's like the third smallest or second smallest country. No, fourth smallest country in the world. And like the fifth most overpopulated. And so I knew with the research that I did, I knew the streets were going to be tight. I knew that it was going to be very close. I mean, look at these streets. Rick, hello. Look at these streets. Like, it's just, it is so tight. So, oh, Rick, I heard. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I had to snow blow and shovel this morning. I heard. Bruce says, I guess because I'm a painter / artist in me that thinks distortion is pretty cool. Effects-wise, my taste overlap at times. No, Devlin, we're lurking. Good to see you. The question that you had at the beginning, Gareth, or Bruce, sorry. The question you had in the beginning was about architecture photography, okay? Now, if you want to talk about travel photography, if you want to talk about, oh, Vikram's on fire. Jeez. Bam. Those are different things. So the idea that you talked about architecture photography and what you're trying to achieve is totally different than travel. Having that distortion, having funky angles can be a good thing. Just not with the term Architectural photography. You want everything to be straight. Absolutely everything. So let's get back in and who is Malta? Malta is a country. Abdul, hello. Or Abu, hello. I'm sorry. Malta is a country that is between Sicily, Italy, and Northern Africa. Mr. Visual, hello. Yes, it is part of the EU in Europe. Okay, let's get back into the one that we started, which was right here. I like where this is going. By the way, Rick, I'm sorry, I do not miss Boston right now. No, when I see, I'm over here in Europe and I'm hearing these weather reports in the US, I do not miss it. Architectural, okay, no. Bruce! Architectural photography, street photography is totally different. Street photography is a completely different. Mr. Visual, I do any of the promotions at the beginning of my streams, so I'm sorry you missed it. Also, if you like, Oksana, Mr. Visual? Yeah, Mr. Visual. We've got a couple things we need to go through really quick. If you scroll down below, you can join, Steven, yes, we miss you too. You can scroll down below and join my Discord, and on my Discord, we've got project feedbacks right there and community artwork, so you can put your stuff, your artwork into there. Absolutely, Oliver, I wasn't going to get into that. Also, this is for Oksana. I did not do this at the beginning, so we're going to take a moment and I'm going to be visiting an Everglade avian sanctuary in May, hoping to get both bird portraits but also landscapes. Any advice? Yes. Yeah, I've got a lot. Okay. Let's get out of this. Also, just for fun. Actually, not for fun. That's the wrong thing. I was angry when I made this t-shirt. So yeah, I made this t-shirt and made the mock-up. I made the design in Illustrator, did the mock-up in Photoshop. So just sending love to our Ukrainian friends. Okay. Let's get back into Lightroom Classic. Tangent time. We've got landscapes and bird portraits. Jennifer, one of the things that you want to take a look at when it comes to bird photography is Oliver's. Bilio? Hello, welcome in. Okay. Oliver, I would say, in our community is the king of bird photography, even landscape photography. Mainly the big advice when it comes to bird photography is stand upwind. When birds will fly, if you're trying to get an action shot, they will fly into the wind. So what you'll want to do is kind of take a look at that, figure out where you're at, and you want to do that. Not sure what you're going to get, Jennifer, as into the type of birds. All around nature guy. Yeah, Stuart, that's a perfect way to put it. Yeah, you don't want to put them in any type of box. But yeah, when you're shooting landscapes, go big. You can always crop, go big. Actually look and try to figure out a subject. Watch your lines. Wow, I'd really have to get into it. Oliver has so many pretty photos. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Steven says, I'm trying to learn Ukrainian on Duolingo. It's very different from any language I've tried to learn before. Good for you, Steven. I'm trying to learn German. I'm failing. Oh, okay. This is a long one. Oh. Okay, so Axania says, I love nature, but I don't know how to take pictures, but I like to draw stylized flowers, butterflies, and birds. Jeez, we're really going down a tangent here. Let me think here. So back to birds. Angus, hello. One of the things that you want to do is you want to show them doing something, Jennifer. There's two different styles. No, there's more than that. But there's two basic styles of wildlife photography. So one of them is kind of a textbook style. A textbook style would be a bird sitting on a... Okay, here, this is kind of a textbook style. Even though it's a hummingbird, it's difficult to photograph, it's difficult to capture. It's not doing anything. It's flying. It's just showing the... Stuart, I will boot you. It's all it's doing is showing the body, the complexity, the feathers. It's showing the wing structure, the feet, and the beak structure. So this is kind of looking at it as being like a textbook. So that's what this is. Now, once you get into actual feeding, this is where you're getting into the habitat. Different, whatever the bird is doing. So like here, he's got a fish, he's eating. Even when it comes to like this eagle here, that look back, that says something. That's a little different. You get that eye, and it's almost like he's looking back at me like, what are you doing? So, did you just fly mid-air? Okay. You guys are cracking me up. Curious, Sean, how can you live in Germany and not speak German? Sorry if it's too personal of a question. Frank, that's a question for another time. So that's one of the things that you are trying to do. Like here, this eagle here, when he's actually feeding on a fish mid-flight. So this is, you're trying to create, or not create, capture some type of activity. Now, there is nothing wrong at all taking the still shots. I'm not good at it. Even this hummingbird, Oliver says, I stopped trying to fill the frame with birds in my photos and do them smaller so you can see the surroundings. Now I think I like that style more. Oh, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. No, Vikram. Okay, Vikram, I know you are learning photography, so this is for you. This was shot with a light. The light is coming from down below. The bird was coming to a feeder. So I was actually, with my 500 millimeter lens, I was inside. Now, when you are shooting with light, the speed of your shutter actually controls the ambient light. This was shot midday. It was a bright blue, beautiful sky. But because I was shooting such a fast shutter speed, and your shutter speed controls the ambient light, it took the ambient light out of the photo. So I used the f-stop to control how much light is actually hitting the sensor from the light, from the strobe. So my shutter speed controls, your shutter speed controls your ambient light, and your f-stop controls how much light is coming from your strobe. So if you need to know more about that and high-speed sync and all of that, this is not the place to get into that. We could go for hours on a lighting setup, but I love shooting high-speed sync. I love taking away all the ambient light. But that is what you are thinking when you are making this shot. You have to think about these things. Okay. That's pretty much what I've got about birds, Jennifer. Landscapes, remember, shoot. Go ahead and shoot with f/16, f/18. Go big. We want to see details. You don't want to go with a very small depth of field. Go for that big depth of field. Get it as big as possible. Make sure you have lines to follow. You know, we've got this creek here. The creek is taking you through this, and you would know this. This is the leaf peepers. Why did I just drew a blank? I was out leaf peeping in Boston. No, this was Maine. This was Maine. Excuse me. I'm sorry. This was Maine. So you can just take a photo of a beautiful landscape and say, there you go. You know, a beautiful landscape's a beautiful landscape. Again, here, having a bit of life, like I had the clouds, I had, it doesn't look like Boston. No, Rick, it was Maine. I had the clouds that I was really trying to get it. Yes, I have been to Turkey. Thank you for asking. I've got the leading lines going out to my subject, who is my wife. You can see the leading lines followed the bank here to these rocks, up to this area, to the subject. Having the clouds and the brightest part are bringing you back through here. So these are just the little things that you want to think about when you're doing landscapes. Also, feel free, shoot long exposure. This was shot in the dark. You can see it was on the Oregon coast, and it is just super soft ocean. We had crashing waves and everything, but shooting a long exposure, just bringing this out, helps a lot. So play, getting up in the morning, you know, having life, having subject. Odd numbers are good. We have 7 swan, or not swan. We've got 6 swans and a gull. So 7 birds. The only thing about this photo that I'm not a fan of right now that just caught my eye, that needs to be taken away. And this is one of the things, as you take photos and you learn, Another long exposure, you can see the car. You're gonna, you know, okay, I should have done this better. I should have done that better. So hopefully that helps you. And enjoy it. Have fun. You know, the biggest thing when it comes to landscape photography, and this is almost all photography except for bird photography, is move your feet. Look around, right? Don't go someplace and just stop. Move, just make sure to move your feet. You may see different angles, just light is hitting something a little bit different. Move 10 feet that way. Move 10 feet that way. See what you can find. Hopefully that helps. I don't know. Thank you, Rick. Actually, Rick, this was if I've been to Slovakia or the Czech Republic. Oksana, yes, I have been to Czech Republic. Prague is one of my favorite cities to visit. I love the Czech Republic. Henry Ford bought land. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't remember this. Henry Ford bought land to build a new plant, and this is an extremely expensive region, and there's a water wheel on it. There's the Martha Church. There's the old revolutionary bar that George Washington actually drank at. I met the Sons of the Revolution there. Not Natick. I'm drawing a blank right now. So, okay. Oh, Frank. Frank says move, but be aware of the cliff and water. You're going to get me fired up now, Frank. You are going to get me fired up. We're jumping ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Frank. We are jumping ahead. We are going to jump over to the White Cliffs in Gozo. And not there. Here we go. Nope, not there. We have sheep. Here we go. These cliffs are absolutely gorgeous. And wait, was that the lake in the grounds of the Ford house? No. No. Okay. Back to the cliffs. I have to go to Dover, to the White Cliffs of Dover. But these were absolutely amazing. And so as we were taking these photos, my wife was actually using her phone to take photos also. And I'm like, okay, these are massive. I've never been on cliffs this high. And so I'm taking these photos, and my wife wants to do a photo of us. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I get done, and I said, by the way, we are not going to have a death by selfie, so don't do it. And I walked away, and literally 30 seconds later, I look back, and here she is on the cliff doing a selfie. So, yeah. It was hairy. It was hairy, to say the least. Okay, let's actually edit a photo now, people. Steven says, older Germans, it's less common. Okay, wait, what did I see there? Bruce, I swear, I think you just come up with tangents just to derail the stream. Okay. Oksana says, are these sand mountains? They are sandstone cliffs. Getting close. I'm getting close. Where are we? Oh my goodness. Where are we? Here we go. Jennifer. Now really. Jennifer says, I have a worse story. I have a friend who was on a whale tour taking photos, and guess where the cell phone ended up? No. The idea of turning around and seeing a loved one on the edge of a cliff is much worse than somebody losing a cell phone. I lose my cell phone all the time. I couldn't care less. Oh my gosh. Okay, getting me fired up. Dude. Oh, Steven, no. Okay, I got you, Steven. I'm really trying to get this going. Where are we? I am checking our histogram. We've got it straight. Kind of dig what we've got going. Really not doing a lot. I mean, we've got so much going on. Add a little bit of vibrance. And this is what is amazing. When you can actually get a photo with some beautiful light in it that's occurring right here, your edits can be so minimal and you don't need to do much to it. Just adding a little bit of contrast. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is nice. I am digging that. I'm digging that. Let's go into our color grading. So first off, what I want to do is let's jump into our shadows, and we are going to go to our saturation. We need to go to a 25, and excuse me, 215. 215 for our hue is what we want. I'm going to hold down the shift key, and we're going to just bring up our shadows to about 25. Those are clouds, Vikram. I'm going to leave our midtones for right now. I want to see what happens that we get with our highlights. We're going to go 25. And I think we are going to have to bring that up. Go about 25 for our saturation. Now let's go into our midtones, and we're going to warm up our midtones, but we're going to go with more of a yellow. That's going to be due to the sand that we've got, more of the buildings. So just with that, yeah, I like where that's going. Let's go into our effects. We're going to add a little bit of our vignetting. And I'm having a major problem here. We're going to unlock Megan. Hello. We're going to unlock our crop. I got to get rid of that bottom building. It is really bothering me. I want to leave those clouds We can bring in this side just to that white right by my head right there. It's tough to see, but we're gonna call that good. So that's our before. That's our after. I am digging that. I am liking that a lot. Let's go ahead. We're going to add some sharpening. Go about 80. I'm going to hold down the Option key. We're going to grab our mask. And remember, white reveals, black conceals. So I want to just adjust those edges and not really the cloud surfaces. So go quite a bit there. And let's do a before and after, just getting a little bit more depth in that. I'm digging that. I am digging that. Okay, hitting G for grid. We've done a couple landscapes. It's 3 o'clock. Unlock the crop. Sounds like a dance move. That's funny. That's funny. I have a meeting in a couple of hours. I think I can do one more. I think I'll work on one more, or if we've got any more tangents, anything going on. But meetings, boo. Megan, no. This is an Adobe Live meeting. Shh, don't tell anyone. I'm very excited. I'm like, ooh. Shh. Oh, that's different then. Yes, it is. Okay, let's figure out one more. I like this photo. I think it's going to need a lot of work going on to it. Let's do something completely different. Let's get out of the city. Again, loving the signage. Loving the old signage. Similar to our streets and Live, I bet. One of the things, the reasons I was talking about it before is loving the churches, the cathedrals. Now, I want to show you this, and this is really amazing. This is for all of you illustrators. I can sit here and go through this whole thing and blah, blah, blah. But this is so cool. I went up into the balcony of this church, and this is looking down from the balcony onto the floor. So this entire cathedral is full. The flooring is nothing but tombstones. So you can see it's absolutely spectacular. Spectacular. Gorgeous. So a woman was up at the top and pointed something out to me. She goes, "Do you see the shadows?" I'm like, what shadows? Well, do you see the shadows? She had to say it like 3 or 4 times. Look at this. The painter of this roof added the shadows over the trim. Let me show you. I've got it here. You can see here the shadow is actually over the trim. They didn't, or over the frame. They didn't say, okay, we're going to paint this and it's going to be stopped right here in the frame. This is where we got to stop. No, they went over the frame with the shadow. Spectacular. I was so impressed by this and so excited to show you, that you can do this as an illustrator. It never crossed my mind. Rick is saying, does it look like 3D from the ground? Let me bring up one of the photos and we will see. Well, here, okay, so you can see that it's flat. but yet right here, you've got the shadow. So the window is here. The painting is flat. It doesn't look 3D, but they actually made it as a 3D effect. So pretty spectacular. I mean, that detail, I was blown away. Frank says, sorry for newbie question. When you edit in Lightroom, is your edit still attached to the original, or does Lightroom save a new file with the adjustments? Okay, Frank, okay, Oliver's answering. Lightroom saves the adjustments to the Lightroom catalog. The original file remains untouched. If you want to see the edits elsewhere, like Bridge, you can export them as XMP files. So it's a sidecar file. And this is what is happening. So that is actually a great question. And this is a very important workflow. That is the wrong hard drive. No, that's the wrong hard drive. Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. And there's only 3 hard drives. Okay, so we went to Malta, which is alphabetical. So it'd be under M. Malta, right there. Now, this is what I do. With my workflow, I will bring in my raw files. And the only time I do this is when I am uploading. Oliver, I've changed the resolution of my screen, trying to make it so you guys can see my stuff. Yes, I was in knight armor. So I've uploaded in Lightroom Classic, and I've copied from Lightroom Classic into a raw folder. I will never, ever, ever touch that folder again. I don't need to move it. I don't need to change anything to it. I will never move it. It will always be there in Malta. And then when I'm ready to export, I will have a retouched folder. So what is happening is Lightroom Classic is looking at these raw files. Right here, raw. And that is what they are looking at. Now, when the edits that I'm making is making a sidecar file. So then once I decide to export the photo, the finished edit, it will take the original, it will take the sidecar, and it will rewrite a new file in which I will place in the retouched folder when I'm ready to export. So, Stuart, I was waiting for that. So hopefully that makes sense to you. We gotta edit. Hitting G for grid. Well, okay. Oh, you guys. So just so you know, this was actually in the Tower Bridge, St. Charles Bridge in Prague. So, long time ago. My lord. I went from a knight to a ringmaster to whatever. I don't know. I guess a ringmaster. Okay, you're welcome, Frank. Snapshot. Screenshot. But I was really excited to show that to everybody. The whole shadow. I loved it. My horse, bring me my horse. General says, a night, I'm out for a little while and everyone gets delusions of grandeur. Let's see here. Let's do... We did some cities. thinking we kind of did. Let's do events. Let's do an event edit. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so Carnival. First off, we got a ringmaster. Jenny, hello. Welcome in. Rick. I bet the guy who painted all the gold trim wasn't too happy. That's funny. Okay, so we were in Gozo and getting ready for Fasching. They actually do it a little bit different than what I have seen in the past. So instead of doing a parade through the streets, they actually have a set location in which the groups all perform or take a turn. They perform, they leave the other end, and then the next group comes in. So I was not ready for this. But you know what? When things happen, you dive in. You just dive in. But I mean, look at these costumes. Oh, now, as you can see, let me do this. First off, I'm taking photos of people. They are moving. So you need to bring your speed up. It's at night. Horrid lighting. I don't know if any of these are going to be any good. I made my f-stop as large as I could with this lens at a 5.3. I had to bring the ISO up to 3200. So these are noisy. These are noisy. But oh my goodness, look at this three-mast ship headpiece. Okay, I will turn in my neck ruff for one of these. I'm telling you, I want one of these. So, spectacular. Noisy, it must be a cannon. Oh, General, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, Bruce, I bet you can. Oh, I can see one on you. So, also, I'm like, okay, we got a ringmaster. Stuart says, I have one of those hats. I wear one with my portfolio on it. Okay. So, within the square, they're getting ready for the first dance. And again, I'm on the ground. I'm shooting low at this time. I started moving around. But this is one of the things you want to do. You just don't want to shoot at eye level. You want to end up getting to a different perspective that you get than what normal people would get. That's what makes some of these photos interesting. Now, I am just looking for what I'm going to find interesting. I absolutely love these colors that you've got going on with all the flowers. These are, some of them are out of focus. These are all raw. They're untouched. And whenever you're shooting events like this, you are constantly moving and trying to check out different angles and whatever is happening, because I don't know. My guess is no, they're not real, simply because they performed at least once, sometimes twice a day for like 4 days in a row. I mean, I don't think real flowers would handle it, but they travel all through the island and travel and perform at different spots. They performed 3 times in a row at this spot at night. And different groups from different areas of the island showed up, but it was like, I don't know, 3 hours worth of music and dancing, different dance clubs. I mean, look at this. Oh my gosh. So good. So good. Oh no! Hitting G for grid. think that one. I think we're gonna give that one a 3-star right now. So one of the things that is difficult, you can see right up here, you've got overhead light. So the light is coming down and you're getting these wonderful lighting in the headdresses and whatnot. But the faces, this is so bad lighting for any type of portrait. Like, look at the deep eyes. It's just not good. So, okay, we're still going along. That one's kind of fun. This is all one dance troupe. This is like all of... Okay, moving. Okay, crayon. Different area and just lost it. Lost it with the lighting. Shooting from up above now. That one... Let's see what we can get out of this really quick. Let's go in. We've got a correction. I'm seeing if we need to transform anything at all. I think I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Actually, before I do anything, we're gonna go G. Oh, she shot a ton of video, Bruce. My wife shot a ton of video. Going Command E, we're gonna go ahead and take this into it. Is the noise in the image coming from the ISO setting? Absolutely, Stuart. Shooting this at 3200, and for my camera, the it's noisy. It's a noisy camera. My camera is made to be shot in sports and outdoor wildlife. It is not made for this type of editing. So I just got to deal with it. I know the capability of what we've got, what my camera can do and what it can't do. And really, when it comes down to it, being able to stop your motion, and I would rather have a sharper image with a lot of noise. I'm going to be dealing with that in Lightroom Classic. Would you set to auto on any point? My camera doesn't have an auto. My camera doesn't even have a flash. Yeah, my camera, it doesn't, here. My camera, like a pop-up flash, it doesn't have it. It just has a hot shoe. So there's no flash. There's no auto. There's an auto white balance. Like they've taken everything from, at the time that this camera was made, everything from the top of the line D5 Nikon camera, and took that and made it into a smaller version and got rid of anything that was not professional. So yeah. Okay. Let's get back into here. I just want to do a little bit of cleanup really quick. I'm going to hit S for our spot healing. Why is my shortcuts not working? What's happening here? Come on, shortcuts. Oof. What is happening? Weird. Okay. General says, isn't it H? The spot healing? No. The clone stamp is S. All right. I don't want to... yeah, I'm doing spot healing. Sorry. Making sure we need to sample current and below. And I just want to clean up some of these marks. I'm going to make sure we are on a soft brush. And there were so many trees and bird poop. The birds were crazy that they actually had to set up tents for where people could sit because the bird poop was so horrific. And if you're asking, yes, I got pooped on. Thankfully, the jacket that I had was easy to clean. So I'm just going through doing a little bit of cleanup, eyeballing what we've got. Let's zoom in even more. Why am I making it hard on myself? Hey, Sean, come on. Anything distracting, just go ahead, get rid of it. Okay. I think this one's going to be a little bit tough. Let's grab this. Zoom in a little bit. I may leave that just because it's part of the dance. You know, Vikram's asking a good question. Why am I not doing this in Lightroom? And to be honest, Vikram, with my workflow, Lightroom, you know, for a long time, Lightroom was not good at this type of work. It has gotten much better in the recent time. And so I need to adjust my workflow for how Lightroom is getting better. And I guess it's kind of one of those things, whereas if I've got a lot of cleanup to do like this, it's just quicker and faster, or it used to be quicker and faster just to do it in Photoshop than Lightroom. So Command S, we're going to save it. Yeah, there are times, you know, they use the new content aware delete or content aware erase. And let's close that down. Let's jump back over into Lightroom. And here is our, I have to change that back. Here, okay. We need to discuss something really quick. Command E. We're jumping back into Photoshop. I have a major problem here. We are going to make a new layer. I'm going to go ahead, let's fill it. So go Command Delete. We're going to Command, I don't want white, so Option Delete. We want that color, that's fine. We are going to, who's getting into trouble? Adobe is. Adobe's getting into trouble. I'm not a happy camper. Let's just go ahead and do a difference so we can really see what's happening here. Next, all it is, you can see what I've got going on here. No big deal, right? All right, we're going to turn this into a smart object really fast, and I'm going to go Command T. Now, Command T. As you can see, I am in free form transform. Okay? Boom! I am able to free transform. If I want to actually keep it restrained to the same crop, I have to hold shift. Okay? Everybody's aware of that. We're going to hit no. We're going to come up here into Photoshop. We're going to go to settings. We're going into our interface. Excuse me, I want general. Look here. I do not have use legacy transform turned on. I want the new transform. I don't want to hold shift. I have never held shift, only in Illustrator. So there is a bug that is occurring in the last few updates. And so I am working, and if I'm transforming anything at all, I have to remember, okay. And so holding shift drives me crazy. Now, this is where it gets fun. I am trying to be on the Adobe forums and being active and helping people. And somebody actually brought that up, saying, oh, what is going on here? You know, why is this happening now? They said, oh, well, don't worry about it. Just hit reset preferences on quit. Reset preferences on quit. And it will reset everything back the way it was. Don't do it. It has gone through and reset every single preference. It doesn't reset what you used to have. It resets it back to out of box. I have to go through and figure everything out again about my preferences. Oh, not a happy camper. So if somebody says, reset preferences, don't do it. So anyway, that's what's happening here. If I go into my file, excuse me, oh, geez. Quick export. Yeah, I want a JPEG. I don't want a 7. Why would I want a 7? Oh, that's the highest it goes. It used to be 10. Oh, you guys have got me fired up now. We want... Okay, guides, grids, transparency, cursors, scratch discs. 7 is the new 10. I know. I'm not used to that, Stuart. Not used to it. Okay, we've got that. Our performance. Where is... file handling? Because I don't want it... Oh, it's in Lightroom. It must be in Lightroom where somehow I screwed that up. How did I mess that up? It should not come over as a PSD. It should come over as a DNG. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, that's a pro tip. Just be aware of your free transform. Might be screwed up. Let's cancel that. Don't save. I'm really trying to get my third photo done today. Making sure, which one are we? Want the PSD, that's good. All right, we've got our clean file. It's all right. We're gonna hit D for develop. I'm gonna go into our transform right off the bat. I can see I've got a small issue right there that I don't like. Our cobblestones were off. We're gonna call that good right there. Now let's try our auto. Nope. Command Z. And we're going to bring down our highlights. We need to bring up our shadows. Now, at this point, I'm going to come up here. We're going to go to our masks. And I have not used this mask yet. We are going to play with our people. I've tried it. This may screw up Lightroom Classic because of all the flowers, and it may not recognize that it's a person. I haven't tried it. In fact, so let's see what happens. Wait for it. Maybe, maybe. Okay. Sensei saying, oh, it picked up 2 people. Interesting, it picked up 2 people. Wow. All right. Well, we'll take person number 2 then. Let's go ahead and zoom in. We are going to jump into our face mask and we're going to create a mask. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. We are going to increase the exposure just a tiny bit. We're going to increase our shadows a bit. Do I like photo collages? Yes, the question would be, what type of photo collage? Yeah, it's I can bring the noise down. I don't like the way it's working here, Rick. We are not going to do that. We're going to deal with our texture here. We're going to soften that up. Let's soften up the clarity. And softening up the clarity does a really nice job of taking the contrast out. So if I do an on-off, that's the before, looking at her face. That's the after. So it's just brightening that up and softening the contrast between them with that horrible lighting. So I think I'm good there. Let's go ahead and get out of that mask. Let's zoom back out. I am digging that. Next off, let's increase our whites a little bit. I'm checking out our histogram. You can add a little bit of clarity because I want those flowers to pop. Let's bring out. We're going to bring down our saturation. So I brought up the vibrance and then I'm bringing down the saturation. And so what I'm trying to do is bring down the saturation of the warm tones that we've got on the skin, but the vibrance doesn't affect those saturated pixels that are within the skin. They affect unsaturated pixels. So I can increase the vibrance and go crazy and it won't, eventually it'll affect the skin. But, you know, you got to be gentle. So I like what we've got going there. We need to bring up our blacks. We're going to soften. Ooh, that's too much. Soften it just a little bit. We're going to bring down our highlights. Let's get a little bit more contrast in there. Going into the effect, we want a good vignette. So I'm going to add that, and I may end up doing that some more. We don't want to add grain because it's already noisy. Let's go ahead. I'm thinking this through. Let's grab another mask. We're going to create another mask. We want a radial gradient. Let's go ahead and bring this out. And I really am trying to bring the attention to her. That is absolutely what I want to have happen. So with that, we're just going to increase the exposure a tiny bit. Not a lot. Let's warm her up just a tiny bit. We don't want to turn her into an Oompa Loompa. So be gentle. Be gentle. Okay. Yep, I like that. Next off, we're going to go to the 3 little dots right there. We're going to duplicate and invert mask. So now we've got a secondary mask. And we're going to make this one a little bit bigger, like so. We are going to... I say we all the time, like it's going to be... We're going to do this, and we're going to do that. I actually discovered I say that way too much. All right, let's cool that down. Let's... Oh, that's way too much. Just a tiny bit. Okay, so as of right now, doing a before and after. There's our before. There's our after. She is way too orange. She is looking like a Oompa Loompa or a Trump. She's going to the same tanning salon as Trump. So we're going to take that down. We need to... I think we do need to warm it up just a little bit. That might be in her face. That might be her face. Excuse me, her face mask. Let's bring down the saturation a little bit. I think that's okay. Let's take another look at before and after. Excuse me. All right. Now we need to deal with the grain. Like what we've got going on. We can actually... We're gonna do it. We're gonna go in. We're gonna create another... We're gonna grab a linear gradient. We're gonna bring this one down like this. Go about right there. Just darken up those signs. Okay. All right, now look, let's deal with our... Whoa, get back here. Let's deal with our grain. So we're going to go into our details. And I'm not going to deal... Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's add a little bit of sharpening. We're going to go about 57, and it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. So I'm going to hold down the Option key, grab our mask, and we're going to bring this over a lot. So... we're going to take that all the way to 100% for the masking. Next off, we need to go to our noise reduction. Noise, as some people in chat would like to say. Mr. Angus. I am liking that. Haha, Angus, noise, noise. So making sure that you're zoomed in and also being able, if you use this crosshair right here, you can grab the crosshair and you can actually choose where it is that you want to look at. So if I'm looking right there on our eyes, I can say, okay, cool. I'm digging that. Zoom out. Yeah, I like that. Oksana, thank you for being here. Have a great day. We're going to jump back in. We are going to make a new mask, and we're going to go to our select people. We're going to go to person number 2, and we're going to grab our eyes right there. Zoom in, maybe zoom in, there we go. And we want to increase the whites. We're going to have to increase the exposure. Going a little crazy there. We can take our saturation down to make sure. I dig it. I dig it. I think that tells a nice story. I love the outfit. I love the movement that we've got going down here. We've got a little bit of movement blur, you can see it, but then as you move up, we've got the flowers, which are pretty stationary. Everything looks good. That is a nice event photo right there. It's not perfect. I could spend a lot more time going into things, but definitely when you look at the before and after, we've got a nice pop to it. So, okay, we're gonna hit G for grid, and I think we are getting close to calling it good for the day. Let me jump over. I want to check something out here real quick. All right. There we go. All right, everybody. As a reminder, for probably at least another month, the deadline's going to be coming up for the Creative Circus Community Challenge. I know we've got a lot of people here in chat. Some of you may be new. If you would like to take part in the Creative Circus Challenge, scroll below my stream, join my Discord. You can put it on my Discord. We have up above my head, under challenges, we have the Creative Circus. Please post your work here, or for that matter, and we've got Stuart's amazing work right here. That's awesome. Stuart, great work. If you're looking for something to make and you need inspiration, the community and myself, we came up with all of these briefs. So you can use any one of these briefs if you have a problem thinking up of anything. If you're not going to be posting to to my Discord, post to Instagram using the hashtag Creative Circus with 2 Ks. Make sure to spell it this way. It's very important. That way you can be found, because I will be giving merch away. So I just want to make sure to give a shout out about that. That's coming up. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to be jumping into on Tuesday, but we'll be doing something. I don't know what. This brief really got me out of the creative slump. Gareth, you know what, Gareth? Gareth is killing it. And okay. Oh, not explore. We want search, Creative Circus, Taco Tuesday. You're absolutely right, General. It's been a while. Gareth, this is for you. Boom. Thank you for everything that you're doing. And I gotta tell you, and I'm gonna put it out there. Umacorn saying Gareth has been on a roll. Yeah. There's a few of you that are pulling ahead. You know, we've got two merch packages that I'm going to be giving away, and one I'm giving away. I'm choosing somebody, and then the second package is going to be a random drawing. Somebody's pulling ahead. We've got Stuart and Gareth are killing it. Sandrine, I love Sandrine. Wrong screen. But as for Gareth says, exclude me from the drawings. How? I mean, this is beautiful, man. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. I mean, Gareth, you are killing it. You are absolutely killing it. Killing it. Love the doves in the hat. I know. Yeah, this is just awesome. So good. And you know what, Gareth? You make me really freaking happy just at the fact that you're knocking out such good stuff. You know, it's so cool. And it's inspiring to me. I came up with the idea for this challenge and never did these cross my mind. Yeah, each one is different. The style is different. Yeah, you're the rabbit. I'm just saying. Anyway, everybody, I'm going to tell you right now, be inspired by Gareth. If you're having any issues at all, check out Gareth's Instagram and let me put this into chat. Go ahead, do your own take, and make sure to post it. Make sure to share it. You know, this is a community challenge. We're supposed to be having fun. Have fun! Happy, happy, fun, fun. Are we having fun yet? Gareth, anyway, I want to just tell you that I appreciate you and I appreciate the work you're putting into it. It's pretty amazing. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I screwed that up, Stuart. No, hey. All I'm saying is Gareth is putting out a bunch of work. 2, maybe 3 more to come. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. But you know, here's another thing. I got to tell you guys, I am totally blown away and happy with the way this turned out for me. Like, I've never been able to make anything like this. So I feel that, you know, watching everybody else's work and seeing you, I'm learning a different style of work outside of photography, obviously, from your guys' work, from you in chat. So needs to be printed and framed. This, well, okay, not this one. I forgot that one's got the sexy Tony. That one. Yeah, oops. I don't know if Tony ever saw that. The sexy Gandalf. I don't know if he saw that. But maybe, maybe not. But anyway, I want to thank you guys because you helped me get better. The other is for his autobiography. Oh, Lord. I mean, look at the name up here. Tony. All right. I'm going to have to calm down now. I'm laughing too hard. I've got a meeting coming up. I want to thank you, Michelle. I know Michelle's not here. Michelle, thank you for sharing your project. And we were able to jump in and look at the variable fonts on Adobe Fonts. Such a great nickname for Tony. Applause for the person who came up with that during Max. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We had a lot of tangents. And I really think that helps the stream. That makes things go more interesting, you know. And I am going to miss you. I have to be honest. I am going to miss this. And I'm going to miss you guys on Adobe Live because I have to get a script and like stay on it. because I only have like this much time. So I can tell you right now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch chat. I'm going to try. I may sneak it in. I think I'll sneak it in. But creative tangents. It's so good. It's so good. You guys come up with the best questions, and it just makes it that much better. So good luck with us in the room. But that's where I want to be. I want to be with you guys. That's what makes this fun. I grant you the power of lurk. Devlin, you're the queen of it. Thank you. I feel ordained. I am the Devlin the lurker. Devlin, clever the lurker. Ooh, that sounds good. Clever the lurker has ordained me. Must give Hugh a call. Hugh's usually there. He's usually there. I will be on Adobe Live, Alessandra, March 8th at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which I think is 6:30. Well, let me bring up a calendar. Clever Devlurker. Oh, Megan. That's good. On a Wednesday, yes. Yep. 7:30 CET, 6:30 UK time. That's right. I have to show up at a half hour early. Oh, hold on. Oh, hi Bruce's mom. Let me open this up really fast and I'll show you. I made an overlay for a video promo and I don't know how much I can show you. Yeah, so this is the promo overlay that I've been working on that's going to be included. So this is the information for the upcoming stream. Very pro, very stolen. Adobe gave me a bunch of stuff to use for them. So I recreated it. Let me put it that way. Robert, hello. I recreated it in Illustrator, but it was part of the package that they sent to me and was like, this is what we want you to use. So you may get to see the promo on Tuesday. If it's done, you'll definitely get to see it. If it's not done, we may be working on it in Premiere Pro. So seasonal tangents. That would be good. That would be a good one. But it's a minute long. It's quick. What else? Like, well, this is 7 minutes long, but you know, screenshots. Or this is the recording of some of the stuff I'm going to be doing. So I've had to record all of that. Yeah, so just, I've never done this before. I've never made this type of video. Sandrine actually needed to do stuff like this. And so I was helping her use OBS to do recording and we kind of helped each other out, figure it out. And so that was a great help for me to be able to do screen recording and also me, because I have to do some talking, which is the YouTube. Whoa. Oh, that's oh, did I freak out? I'm like, what's this? What is this? By the way, I'm live on YouTube. Oh my goodness. Why did somebody upload something on my YouTube channel? Okay. So yeah, we've got this one down here. This is the welcome to my YouTube channel that I made. That freaked me out. Okay. General says, Master Sean, I worry you'll spend your time in tangents and no time left for the video. Who's live on my YouTube channel? Oh, that's me. No. General, I am going to try to be professional. I'm going to try. That's not going to go too far. You didn't recognize yourself without the armor. Or the neck ruff, Rick. No neck ruff? What am I doing? What am I doing? He's going pro like Annika. No, I can't do that. Or at least the offer hasn't come yet. I hope so. Ambassador, for your sake, the Emperor is not as forgiving as I am. Angus, have a great day. Thanks for being here. I need to go too. I want to appreciate you all for being here. I absolutely love the fact of having the tangents, being able to talk and share things, and actually talk, about things that I don't know that you do, like Michelle's magazine spread. I had questions, you had answers. So, I want to thank you all for that. That's wonderful. I appreciate you're here. I'm glad to be back, and you all make me happy. So, you are going to be sick of hearing about the upcoming stream on Adobe Live. I apologize for that. But we are going to continue on with the Creative Circus. So, number one, this is who we are. Just so you know. I hope you all have a great day. I may see you in chat. I'd like to be there. I'm going to try to be there. If not, I will see you tomorrow. Yes, I will see you tomorrow. And who knows, I may stream tomorrow. I don't know who's streaming during the day. But if I've got work to do in Premiere Pro, I may stream. And you guys can come along for the ride and laugh at me. So, because I don't know what I'm doing. So have a great day, everybody. Yeah, everybody everybody who's getting bad weather, be safe. Be safe. Nor do we, Stuart. Good point. Be safe, everybody. That's all I can say. I can't come over and shovel your driveway, Z. Jennifer, not gonna happen. Have a great day. I will see you all later. I appreciate you being here and spending your time with me. And everybody be safe, be creative, just be nice. I will see you all soon. Bye.